scene of looks like a multi-car collision. Just got here. We don't really know what happened yet, but we see extensive front end damage on this vehicle. It looks like it's a Hyundai, I think. And I'll try to get a little closer. I see the other two vehicles over there. Don't know the extent of any injuries. I want to thank Vania for phoning it in. Also Artie. Appreciate that. This follows on the heels of the fatal collision several days ago on 441. A couple of residents were of Century Village, although we have not confirmed their identities. It appears that they may have lived in Ainsley. See, there's multiple sheriff's vehicles on the scene here, and it's impossible to really tell what happened, but it appears that I think this is a Nissan Altima. Looks like it hit the left front quarter of the white vehicle. Have not identified it yet. I see that the white vehicle has what appears to be a gate entry decal on it, so I'm going to assume that it's a resident. Lots of debris on the ground here. Plastic lights, etc. So if you're just joining us, this is Fred Hadley reporting live on Facebook at the scene of looks like a 3-car smack up. This is right outside Century Village South Gate. Century Village Boulevard is to our left, and of course Lyons Road is right in front of us. It would appear that the white vehicle, which has the gate entry decal for Century Village, was exiting the village and got clobbered just past the intersection. I can't figure out where the foreground vehicle was in all this. Do you know what happened?
I don't know.
Were you involved? No, guess not. So if there were any injuries, they've already been transported from the scene, or the fire rescue med vehicles are gone. And we just remains of these three vehicles that collided. The takeaway from all of these collisions is that most of them are avoidable. The first rule that I follow is never trust the traffic light, never trust the stop sign. The light gives you permission to proceed, but you should still drive defensively. You should scan the intersection left and right, make sure that it's truly clear. People drive drunk, people drive on meds, people drive fiddling with their radio or their cell phones. A lot of distracted driving down here, and you cannot assume because you have a signal that you are protected from a collision. We don't know exactly what happened the other day on 441. The news report said that the vehicle that rolled over, it was an SUV, was coming along this road, Kimberly, but further down, and apparently it had the light and went to make a left turn onto State Road 7, 441, heading south, and a driver who, according to Boca News Now, was apparently inebriated, proceeded through the red light and T-boned the SUV. That was the other day. The SUV flipped over. The two front seat occupants, driver and passenger, were DOA, and the rear seat passenger, who I believe was related to the couple, a sister, I believe was ejected and pinned under the vehicle. The news report stated that they used the jaws to extricate at least one person from that collision the other day. And we have been given information from the website Nextdoor that the deceased were residents of Century Village and that they had just bought an apartment or bought a second apartment. Not exactly sure. Apparently they had some connection with Israel. They printed their first names on the website, but we declined to publish it because it hasn't been confirmed, and we don't know if next of kin were notified. Now, as far as this collision goes, this is all we know. What you see in front of you, that three vehicles collided outside the south gate of Century Village. That gate is over to the left, and we are standing outside the property and filming the accident scene, although the police prefer the term collision because accident implies inevitability. All of these things are preventable if you use good common sense, drive defensively, always look both ways, even if the light is green. So that's about it. Reporting live, this is Fred Hadley at the corner of Century Village Boulevard and Lyons Road, and the time right now is 5:27 on Saturday afternoon. There's no sign of any precipitation. It's been overcast most of the day, a little bit of sunshine earlier in the morning, but it's been basically dry, and so apparently weather was not a factor, nor was sun glare because it's overcast. So it's just carelessness on the part of all three drivers. I mean, they just, you know, you have to always assume that somebody's going to go through that red light before you proceed. So there you have it, and we'll sign off now. Reporting live, Fred Hadley, Lyons Road, and Century Village Boulevard. Again, thanks to Vania and Artie for phoning this in.